In this video, we will take a look at how to create assignments in Canvas. Assignments are places that have instructions for students and places where they can submit digital work to you. There are several different assignment types, so we'll take a look at those today. I'm inside of one of my Sandbox courses, and I navigated down my tool list on the left, my course navigation, to assignments. On the Assignments tab, I'm going to click my blue plus assignment button to start a new assignment. When this loads, the first thing that I'll need to do is give my assignment a name. Then in the Rich Content Editor box, I can add any instructions that I'd like for students. Notice you have all of those features of the Rich Content Editor, so you can add in images, you could record a video of you reading the instructions to students, you can include links, anything you want using the toolbar at the top. Moving right along, you can choose to give a point value. Assignment group, you can create assignment groups that match category names in Classroom 360. Then when you import grades, it will automatically put them into those groups if you'd like. You can change how the grade is displayed. And then the most important box is this submission type box because you have several options here. The first option is online, meaning students could have a box where they type into to submit. You could allow them to turn in a website URL. This is great if you are having them, let's say, create a WeVideo. They could turn in the WeVideo link to their video. Media recordings is great if you want to give them that built-in tool to record their webcam and voice to answer you. And then finally, file uploads. File uploads give them a spot where they can turn something in from their computer. With file uploads, they also have a tab to pull from their Google Drive. So they could submit an item that they created or saved on their Google Drive with that tab as well. If you wanted to restrict to just certain file types, you have that option as well. Using the drop down, we also have no submission. No submission is actually a great way if students are, let's say, presenting and they're not turning anything into you, but you want to grade with a rubric, and you can check out the rubrics section for more information on how to do rubrics. But you could grade with rubrics or leave them digital feedback here. Using that drop down, we also have on paper, meaning students are submitting to you on paper. And then finally, external tools. Check out the external tools video on how you can use Google Assignments to create a copy of a Google Docs slide sheet or other Google Drive item so that students get their own copies. You can check out that video for more information on that tool. So we're going to do an online submission here, and I'm going to let students turn in any of these options. How many attempts do they get? So how many times can they keep submitting? You can set that there. Group assignment and peer reviews, we're going to skip over. Sync desist, this should by default be checked, and this just means you have the option to bring these assignment grades into Classroom 360. That doesn't mean you have to, but you need this check if you want that to be an option. And then finally, the assignment boxes. So by default, it will be assigned to every student in your class. If you'd like to type in to find a specific student's name, you can do that. Or if you want to assign to just one section, so if I had more than one section, meaning if I wanted to assign a different due date and time to my first and second hour than my third and fourth, I could do that here. If you do want to bring this assignment into Classroom 360, into your SIS gradebook, you do have to have a due date. So here is where you can put in that due date. And then the available from just is when students are actually going to be able to submit. So if you want to have it open at a certain date and close at a certain date, you can do that there. If I want to create another turn-in date, so let's say I'm only making this for one student, and I want a different due date for the rest of the students, I click my add button, and then I'm able to add a second due date in there. Once I have this all ready for students to submit, I'm going to click my save button to save what I've created so far, or save and publish, meaning I want students to be able to immediately start submitting. Let's now flip over to a student view of a different assignment and show you what it looks like for a student to submit. So here is a student assignment. Here are the instructions that the teacher created inside of that rich content editor. At the top, I see the due date and the point value. When I click submit assignment here, it's going to give me my option to upload. So this teacher has given us a file upload option. I can upload right here, choosing a file from my computer. I can also jump over to Google Drive and pick an item that's on my Google Drive to submit once it loads. Then the student, once they have selected what they want to submit, will come down to the bottom and press submit. Then that assignment is turned into you, and you can go ahead and grade that assignment using SpeedGrader. Check out the video on grading using SpeedGrader as well.